What up, y'all, and welcome to What Remains of Edith Finch. Where did he last... Edith? Can I start playing? Frick, cut that out, okay? Okay, well, Edith Finch. I need to know how to say his name before I play this whole game. You know what? Let's ask. How do you say Edith? Female given name. How do you pronounce it? Why she got a cast on?
The following pronunciation is brought to you by pronouncenames.com.
Edith Finch. Alright, who's ready for this? Let's see what happened to Edith. Let me read your journal.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
I was raised here until I was 11. Oh my goodness. So we're playing as a girl with a cast on her arm. She got into a fist fight and fell down the stairs.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
So you want him rich? Oh my goodness, look at that freaking crap. Look at that tall ass tree house. And then look at this bird. This is the cutest crap ever. Who made... Why is that made to look exactly like Edith Finch? It actually is. How did they pronounce it? Was it Edith?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
I don't understand. You're not... Okay, so this is your first time leaving the house or something? Have I already lost... Have I failed to track the...
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
I see. Your brother Lewis had a funeral. I hope we showed up. Okay, no trespassing. So, if that crap isn't tumbled yet...
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Maybe some of those rooms you couldn't go in. She had like 7 secret...
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Your mom's smart. Your mom a manipulative genius. The Finches. That's a good last name. That's an excellent last name. You better keep that last name. You better give birth to Edith Finch Jr. and the next kid is the 3rd. Damn!
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Yo, if you had a kid and then another kid, and you just named them in succession, how cool would that be? Damo Jr., the 2nd, the 3rd, but they're all my kids. Both girl and boy name. Okay. Got some beautiful ass tulips.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Yeah, I get that implication, okay.
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
What remains of Edith Finch? Wait! What was her brother's name? Was her brother Edith? You dumbass! No, her brother's name was Eddie. No, it wasn't. I'm not tracking this story, bro. I'm effed. I'm stupid. What the hell is that? And where do y'all live? And what the frick, frogs? Where are these frogs? I'm about to stomp these come on. Show yourself. What are these papers? Where's the... I don't see the frogs. F you, frogs. If y'all at home watching, say it. F you.
The house was exactly like I remembered it. The way I'd been dreaming about it.
Why did you live in that crap?
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
This only happened 6 years ago? You know what's crazy? Like, why have I already forgotten everything she's just said? Wait, this is great. A family tree. Edith, 1999. Oh, she's like the same age as me. She's the child of... I don't know how to freaking read this. Odin? Eddie. Milton, Lewis, Gus, Gregory, Don, Molly, Barbara, Calvin, Okay, so this has been a family. Who's the freaking Sanjay and Kay? What the frick? Fallen branches? Exiled? So look, the bird appears right before her, so she's the peace bringer. But yeah, so this is a family that's been in the running for a long time. Okay, that is ominous as crap. Why is Edie, spelled 1D, freaking 100 years old? But yeah, okay, so this house and all, it's been around for a long time. So it's been a long-kept mystery. Yeah, I forgot half of what she said. I'm so pissed. If I understand correctly, she lived here until she was 11, I think? Yeah! So she left 6 years ago. You're so stupid, bro. Is this how you always went in your house?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Can I ask you a question, Edith? So, like, you left at 11 or you were born here at 11?
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Well, where you live now? Damn, this would be crazy nostalgic. The Holiday Feast, Witch's Kitchen, A Viking's Belly, Tasting Thailand, The Nordic Cookbook. The Nordic Cookbook! That's why your grandpa Odin. Weird recipes, The Northwest Chef. What does that say at the bottom? I don't know, fish and chips, fish and...
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Okay, frickin' Debbie Downer.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Yo, that's pretty well said. This is freaky as crap. I don't like this. I don't like this bookshelf here. She reading Harry Potter Tales of... Is this what I got the key for?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
What the frick? This crap's mad haunted. So Edie, your brother? So effed. You know, Edie has to be your brother, because look, it says Edie down near 19... Edie? I'm legit about to restart the game. You know what? I'm gonna have to restart the... I'll make it back here. I'm gonna make it back here. I have to track the story. I'll be back. Why y'all watching me, bro? I'm too stupid for this crap. What remains of Edith Finch? I even have a similar name as Edie. I'm like the second... And this is what happened. Edith the Junior. Okay, I will be taking notes. I will be prepared for my essay. So, came here on boat. Has flowers. So she came here on a boat and she has flowers, and then she has the journal of Edith Finch. She's not Edith. Maybe Edith Finch is the full name of the 100-year-old man. Interesting.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
She was afraid of the house. Okay, I've returned with a couple notes taken. Her brother's name was Lewis. Passed away 11 years ago.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
And the year right now is 2016. Okay, couple other notes. I don't know if I cut some of these out, but she came here on a boat. She had flowers. And her book is a journal of Edith Finch, who might not be her. Frick, it is her. So much for the notes. Yeah, is that a phone? You freaking have a selfie Maybe the Finches add to the journal. That's crazy. But yeah, she said she inherited the house, which is kind of crazy. So as mysterious as this was, it's all in her hands now. She can go into any room she wants. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, now I'm tracking the story. Let's hope I don't freaking lose my ass again.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Oh, I have to interact with things, bro. She has more dialogue. The power had been turned off the night they left, and there's mail from 7 years ago, which lines...
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Ooh, what does that mean? It's faking the smile?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
So she wrote this in her journal at the start. Her narration's not lining up with what they wrote, but she did say her brother Milton went missing. So her brother Lewis passed away 6 years ago, and then Milton disappeared, so they marked him dead when he was 11. It's a nice house. I like this. Oh, hello. Who are these? Oh my god, this is us. This is Mom. This is me, Edith, Lewis, and then the middle child, Milton, who went disappearing. Barbara? I don't know no freaking Barbara.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Okay, why is Sven not attached to the family tree? Why did he freaking fall off? So I got that's the basement door, bro. That's what I got the key to.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
This is not that's the original house? This house is a zombie house. Oh, this is beautiful. That is a beautiful view, bro.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
They had a freaking fight.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Psh, that's not funny. Why the frick you laugh? Dude, that's the garage I was just in. Don't have any freaky mans jiggling up to me. Okay, let's go to the basement. And the house is interesting, right? I mean, if you think 7 years passed, this house could have just caved in and crap.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
It's your house now. You allowed it? What? She gave me a key that doesn't work. I didn't inherit crap. Is the key in this crap? Are you joking? My mom's a freaking what's my name? My mom name? No, wrong way, David. I mean, what the frick is that gorilla? Yeah. Are those real bugs? They are real bugs. What the frick am I hearing? What's my mommy name? Dawn. Piece of crap, Dawn. Wait, Dawn, she just died. The mother just died. Okay. See? I'm tracking it now. So I got a fake ass key. Let's see what I can do. Who's in this house with me? I hear freaking stomps. Got a wheelchair?
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
In that family tree, that's disgusting. Edie's one of the oldest ones. Ew, maggots? That's so effed. Look, you can see maggots. So she was the keeper of some secrets, and then she died. Okay, I legit can't go to the basement. I'm about to unlock this front door. Wait, can I go freaking upstairs? Dumbass, go upstairs.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Okay, bro, there's a couple questions asked there. She sealed the bed. Why do you gotta peep in the bedrooms anyway? My friend Bigfoot.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Why? Who the frick Barbara? Oh, Barbara's one of the old ones. She's only 16 when she died. Oh, that's kind of sad. If you look, when a branch goes this way, it just ends, right? Barbara's room.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
I don't like that frickin' bit. So what? They sealed the kids in their room? Frickin' Bigfoot is still in this house. A Book of Wonder. The Alep.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Your mom is crazy. I need a sledgehammer. What the frick? Calvin.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Wait a sec, so everyone was locked in. He was roommates with a brother, but he was already dead way before? Calvin and Sam. Alright, it's time for us to leave.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Okay, but legit, is there a way into those rooms? Sven and Edie.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Yeah. So, that's the grandma. She has the same name as the grandma, Edie. Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
What do you freaking even know about her? You don't know crap. Time in the gods. Hey!
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Yeah, it's freaking open. What, she regretted? Can I have any fun?
Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Louis. That's the brother that died 6 years ago. Is this what the key's for? 20,000 leagues under the crap. The sea.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Whoa. The frick? Couldn't I just pry that book off? Yo, stop creaking! Wow!
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Yeah, it did sound like that to me too. Hey, Winnie the Pooh.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Yo, Milton did not go missing. The mom started sealing the rooms after Milton went missing, right? The mom has something to do with that crap.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Did that freaking crap?
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Yo, for real. It's a good way to say it. I mean, everything is pretty clean. At least she has a window. I guess she could escape through the window. And they can visit their neighbors out there.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
Edie and Molly used to live in this room, right? Why is there wind in that freaking crap? Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Now I'm playing as Molly. Yo, she killed Molly.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Give me a sec. How old was Molly when she died? She was 10. Come on. Feed the girl.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Oh, you better eat that. I thought
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
You better sneak out that window. That looked like a fantasy world out there.
I kept eating and eating.
What the frick is that? What is that? I know you're not eating freaking some fluoride-ass toothpaste.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Bro, that's plastic. She knew she was gonna die. Wow, look at this place. It's more jungly.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
It's a bluebird.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Oh, I got some eggs.
I reached out for her.
She's gonna fall.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
Are you a legit cat? Alright, eat the eggs.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Yo, get your ass over here. I'm so hungry. I mean, she survived this to write about in her journal. Where can I go from here?
I jumped and I almost got her.
Wait, get on the
I
stool!
could tell she was getting really tired.
Are you leading me here, Birdie?
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Look at where we freaking are.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
I'm about to find this rat. So is she hallucinating this crap or she got some magical powers?
Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh my god! I thought everything would turn into water! Stop! Are you mad? Wait, if everything turned into water, I'd be sure she was just like fantasizing, but what the frick is this? Can I please have some water?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
It's like Subnautica all over again. Where are all the freaking fish? But really, she's dreaming about being... There you go. She's dreaming about being animals
I
that...
wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Okay, let's eat the freaking rest of her. Yeah, she's fantasizing about being creatures that have all this freedom.
I grabbed my eyes, everything had changed.
She's a snake. I don't know what freedom, but am I a snake?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
People, let's go follow the radio. What do you mean a monster? You're a snake. Are you a Loch Ness monster?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Are we gonna eat my goon? He's already eaten. He's already swallowed all.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Hey, watch out, bro! Well, I can't go through there?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Are you still the freaking Loch Ness monster? My goodness!
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
The toilet? This looked like her freaking room. Is this her room? Bro, this is the room we were just... What does that say? Oh, that's just freaking light.
I got closer and closer.
She wants to eat herself. The windows are still open.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
What the frick? So that's how she ends up writing it?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Well, she died. Something happened then. Yo, that was wild right there. Put this freaking book away. So that's Molly. You know what? I kind of want to go into the others' rooms and see if they have some kind of crazy story too. Yeah, look, there is a way to go to every single freaking room.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
What story?
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
You mean Molly?
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Here we go. This is my senior. Sven Finch, 1930.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Oh.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, She could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Dragon kills Finch. Sven.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Yo, F your mother. So that's Edie and me.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Yo, this is disgusting.
It was a pretty big trace.
Yo, she took her Tuesday pills. Great, what is this? Another... There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
This game has you freaking dancing your mouse around. Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Murder probe clues exhausted. Oh, what you got at Milton? What, Milton just been... Oh, so Milton freaking explored the house. That's why he went missing. He saw too much. Fort Calvin captured the secret lives of war photographers. What? You didn't even think of that crap.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Sam's twin is Calvin, who dies when he's 11. Sam lives on, and I guess we're all descendants of him.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
My foot broken.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
I didn't do it?
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Shut up!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
So am I gonna freaking die?
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
It's the one!
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
That's how he died. Yo, that's wild. Draw your little photo.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, you are Finch. It's in your Finch blood. Someone exonerate Sven. Put him back on the... Close the book! He's a spaceman. He always wanted to go to space. Or is that a pilot helmet? I'm stupid either way. Nah, see, look, Jupiter and stars, yeah, space. Look, space.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
That freaking red rope?
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Is that the freaking brother wearing a helmet? Like standing beside him? What, another entrance? This kind of remind me of Welcome. Like, okay, grab it! Do something! Yo, so Sven made this house, right? Like, what's his issue? Why do you have to make this whole contraption?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
They've been built for little children. Wait, I can pick my path here? Yo, I don't like that Bigfoot dude, bro. Go back.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Don't freaking say his name. Okay, so we've been here before. We just have a quick entrance. Go back. In case, I don't know, we want to go back to the main area. My friend Bigfoot.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Well, she was she not? Barb Street?
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Why not freaking during? Oh, happy birthday, Barb. She took out all the candles except 2. Who the frick is that? Dreadful Stories. By Barbara. Guest starring Barbara Finch.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
You want me to do this?
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
No, I'm playing... Nice music. She about to have her little signature skin. What is that I see in the next panel?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
He was dragged into here.
What the hell is that? The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
He ate his family 10 years ago? Barbara?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh dear?
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
The crutch.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Yo, so like... Yeah, so that's who she babysitting. That's the younger brother. Walter, trying to have a nap over here. This man Rick's so stupid.
Walter, are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Damn!
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Yeah, we going out of here. Go! You don't want to go out the window? Wait. The passageway.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
This is all a setup. Can I smack his ass? I'm in frickin' Molly's room now. Remember this room?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Yo, so why is this story in a 10-cent magazine? This crap look real as crap. Can you go?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
But we don't even know if Walter's in there. Smack his ass!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Walter? Walter, can I come in? I'm gonna come down, sir. Intruding, sir. Walter not even in his room. I don't have to defend this man. I have to go look for him. I mean, I do have to defend him, but he wasn't in the room.
hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
This is the longest 10-cent magazine of my life.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara.
Oh, see no one?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Why do you... Scream!
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
Hit him with that scream!
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
So that's a... Shut up. So, Sven, whoever kept this magazine, kept it because it's a real story. This story somehow captured the truth of what happened to her. Okay, draw her ear.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
But you know, so far the stories we're seeing, they symbolically mean something. So for Molly, she was a young girl, she just wanted freedom, and then she was also hungry. For Barbara, she wanted stardom, so this was kind of the dream that played out for her. Barbara got effed in the head, bro. You can't have freaking fame as a kid. Okay, so we got a couple more. Okay, I'm about to... Hey, Barbara. Nice earring. Yeah, she wearing those earrings. Yo, who are these freaking monsters, by the way? Penelope, Barbara. She work at a cafe or something. Okay. I don't want to go in. Okay, I'm going in here.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Your mom is stupid. I'm going to the music box right now, so we can go to the basement. There's not much in the basement, though. We saw it, right? All the basement has. Yeah, but where is... Wait. Let me open it up. Where the frick is Rick? I don't see no freaking... Is Rick Sanjay? Ingeborg. We've actually heard of almost everyone except Gus, Gregory, Dawn. I don't want to hear, but I don't care about them. Alright, I'm trying to see where Rick went. Okay, so here's the music box here. Where her ear? Do... Now pull it. Pull it out. Oh, you maybe have to keep spinning it and then it comes out. Could you imagine an Easter egg where you can do that at the start of the game and skip the whole sequence? That would actually be badass. Rick? Mr. Hoffman? Mr. Hoffman? This crap look... What the hell? Wait a sec. Rick was in the basement. How could he escape the basement?
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Can you get another tennis? Or should you just freaking get one?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Your 200-year-old grandma? How does she sneak
I
anywhere?
thought maybe she was hiding presents.
That's cute. Don't tell me this is a secret passage. This might.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
This might need to get a. What? Her life body? What the?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Who the frick is Walter? This is some next man who died 11 years ago.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
It took that? You couldn't get far away before that?
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
I don't know about that. That's kind of ass answer. Choo-choo train. I was hoping for something freaking better than that. Walter! Man looks like a freaking genius. Dude, that man discovered the future. He discovered it. He knows. I don't know what that means, but he discovered it.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
What is that, a freaking earthquake?
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
This is his freaking life. The same thing every day. But you're gonna see it's marked on the calendar.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped.
The earthquakes. My freaking Mr. Bean figure's still up.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
He's talking about the earthquakes. He's calling it a monster.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
With no quakes.
I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Why were you waiting in the first place? You couldn't leave while the earthquakes, maybe? Oh, that's why. Oh, earthquake about to happen. You're about to be stuck in there. Well, just books everywhere. These give me disquiet.
I know it's out there somewhere.
The monster?
Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly.
That's right. What did kill them?
And Calvin.
I remember who freaking Calvin is. Who's Calvin? Oh, he's the flying guy. Well, Calvin's make sense.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
She said he got as far away as possible. He escapes.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
But why would a train go through there? Did he break into a train hole? Yo, that is so sad. Draw that bad ass.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
You can't believe that? You actually can't believe that? Like everything was normal except that crap. Yo, he lived the same day for 30 years?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
I'm sure your mom has a giant stick up her ass. He said he was happy with one new day to live. Open up! Open up! Oh, we about to find the hole he dug. But even he died. The mom doesn't know where he went. She assumed he survived. He died right after he escaped.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
This is the passage he dug?
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
what else could she
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Yo, you better shut up.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
What? Just don't bring your freaking family here. This man's got some Japanese food. Pea soup. Tasty bear.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
That's all the kids.
Now that there's only one of us left. Or maybe 2.
Oh, her brother that went missing, Milton.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else.
What remains of Edith Finch?
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
They know he died. Did he like trains? Yeah, that's pretty young too, bro. He's 53. Those actual freaking houses, you don't live in the middle of nowhere? That's a hell of a view, though.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
You know what, then freaking don't. Don't talk to me about it. In fact, you don't have to write that line.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Probably not, okay.
But I thought you should know about your family.
She's writing it for her kids.
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Yeah, because you have to finish exploring the house, okay?
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Yeah, because they all went crazy. What the frick is that? It's like Satan. Come on, bro. Isolation? That's like the easiest way to start tripping. In fact, you're like the one child who wasn't tripping. Actually, you might have been up until 11.
And when you look at the house, had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Freaking hop the fence. Please hop the fence. I want you to leave your flowers and leave this place. Immediately.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
I don't know what that means. Oh, they built this crap first.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but
But these are names aren't even in the book.
the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the
Derpy,
gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Derpy Jr., Lucy. What the frick is that? Lucy Daisy, Tucker Charlie, Coco, Rabbit Fish, Zoe, Zerpy Lurpy Furpy. That's Chirpy? Burpy? Derpy? Derpy. These are your freaking hamsters. They must be. That's freaking Molly's fish. Wait, the rabbit? That's from Molly's story as well.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Barbara Finch. Born on Halloween, died on Halloween. Walter Finch. Edie Finch. This is me. This is my senior. April 8th, December 5th. Sven Finch. Sven, maybe Sven is Edie's partner, husband. A dude died way earlier when he was like 50.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Your mom was trying to move on? Look at what she freaking made. Oh, I think this is Sven and Edie. I guess this is their dad? Well, not
She could
their...
see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Well, not their dad. Someone's dad. One of theirs. What is he looking at? The moon? He's standing on like a house. I don't want to look through this crap.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
That's what that is.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
What the frick? Who died in 1 year?
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
These dudes all died pretty young.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay Kumar? Don't laugh at that, but who is
We never
that?
found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
You know, I thought your mom killed him, but if your mom's saying that, maybe he really is alive somewhere.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Yeah, I mean, that seems very obvious. That's what she wanted. She gave you the key. She wanted to have the last laugh.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Freaking turn back! Now you got me freaked out. I was about to crack a joke till she said that. You want to jump up here? Interesting.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
I'm sure she did. That's her dad.
They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
He got nervous being in front of the camera. Yeah, just go. No what? Nose on. Nose on. Open the crap. Ew, that's so scary. Oh, he really don't like photos.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
That's my mom, I think.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What?
How you even know I'm looking at you? What else we got here?
It's too early, Dad.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
She seemed like
I'm
a pretty
gonna
normal.
take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Then get it. Oh.
Aw.
Look, it's the same.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Can we find that freaking monster? Whoa. Okay, where are the rabbits? The rabbits gotta be somewhere here.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it sound like I'm done? Nothing quite like being outside.
Yo, so she sounds like a normal girl. She's
Hey.
interested in...
That's a keeper.
Oop. A little more gas in the tank, I guess. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Your brother.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
To tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Yeah, she seemed like a normal girl, reading books and everything.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail...
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Don't finish your story. Shut up, Don. That's a nice name.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Wait, I wanted to see that.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Nah, you gotta do it. Do it.
Great shot, Dawn!
You were... You're not taking a selfie? You were so scary. Oh, she's crying. You selfie this
I'm proud of
crap.
you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
What? Oh, I didn't know I could freaking move
Sorry,
as him.
Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh my god. Are you mad?
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh my god, that sucks. So Sam and Kay had Don, Gus, and Gregory. Girl, boy, boy. Same situation as me. Edith, Milton, Lewis. Dude, after killing the deer, now she's alone there. The dad dies. Oh, frick. Yo, Walter's my goon, by the way. So Walter's his little brother. Yeah. And probably Barbara and Molly, too. Sam and Calvin are the twins. Walter's the dude, the train dude. Barbara and Molly were, like, much older sisters. I imagine. So here's what I'm thinking. When you see those leaves that aren't attached, so Sven there, Sven is Edie's husband. So they're not attached to the tree because they married in. So Kay would be our grandpa, Sam, his wife. And so our mom, Dawn, her husband would be Sanjay Kumar. Great work, Mom. That's a keeper right there. Let's not go that way. Yo, that's actually such a sad death right there. I mean, not that there's happy deaths. It's just so unexpected. Because, of course, the deer would still be twitching, right? Even if it is dead, it might be twitching a bit.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah. What the frick? That better not be Gregory himself. This is the guy who died at 1 year old. So the dude who just fell off the cliff and his wife Kay's divorce contract. A lawsuit was filed from Kay to Sam. Yeah, because you married into a crazy family.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
I don't want to place Gregory.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
I don't freaking like that. Are you joking? Come back, Froggy!
Watching over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
It was a simple world. Can this freaking symphony end? I'm trying to eat
so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
Yo, this is gonna be how Gregory dies. Watch this crap. He's gonna die in the bath? Is this frog about to turn on the water? Trying to get the frog to jump, but this man ain't jumping high. Frog, I want you to freaking jump! Maybe I should jump to me. But that makes no sense. There's no shot the frog freaking kills. Okay, so now what's happening?
how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Shh.
Can you come closer? He about to turn the water back on. This is how freaking he dies. That's so
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. Hey, there's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything.
That is such a sad way to die, bro. In the middle of some divorce crap going on too?
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Took all the toys trying to save me?
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
So I think the two got into an argument first. Then Gregory dies. Then she files for divorce. So that's my mom's younger brother. It's our uncle. I'm learning a family tree, y'all. Gregory. The G and everything's the same. Oh, Gregory, Don. Who the frick is Gus? Oh, Gus. Race flag, breakfast, quiet time. Duties done. Sweep and trash. Gus, mop, mow. What the frick is that? What is that word? Mop, mow, yard. Gregory, be a baby. Routine. Jump rope 100. Jumping jacks 150. Push-ups 100. Crunches 100. Runs a mailbag. Whose is this? The hell? You sealed the room like that? Can I look through the peephole? F you. That's cool. Let's climb 22 weeks pregnant. Oh my god, this...
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Can your
At
mom
the
not...
time, it was as far away as she could get.
Can she not actually get far away? Watch this girl die at the end of this too. But she needs to break the pattern. She needs to escape.
I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers.
Wow. And then the way she lost her dad?
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
I don't even know. I want to say the house is cursed. But... well, it was only after Milton disappeared that she started locking everyone. So it's not this locking thing that's causing this curse. This was just her reaction. Oh! She was locking everyone because she was afraid they would die. So Milton disappeared in 2003. Before that, no one was locked in the room. People were free. Oh, that's so weird. I guess I could get why she was such a freaking dunce.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Don't even speak about this man. Holy, this is him? That's your baby's grandpa? That's nice. A map of Calcutta. Well, India, but why the frick does it look so slim? Isn't India fatter than that? China. Places to visit. Jodhpur, Red Fort, Taj Mahal. To do, buy school books, get into suitcases. Majors, English, teaching, geology. 100 ways to teach critical thinking. Copy passport to volunteer center. Meet with relief rep. After school teaching, flight. I don't care about all this. Oh, Dawn Finch, can I read that crap? Call mom and grandma once a week. So this is where our mom would have lived for a long time.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
How was he born?
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
She came back
and
here.
to see kids in the house again.
These crops are withered. Mint, thyme, sage, basil.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last.
And then I was born. Say it. Was I born or was my brother born? And then my other brother was born. Scientific method. I don't care. Relief efforts end in disaster. Is this some... Hey, it's Sanjay Kumar. Oh my god, this is how he died? That's a freaking Duolingo bird. Our family history, fact or fiction, and there's just nothing written. Nothing written? What the hell happened to me? Lewis rules.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Milton's 10th birthday is a year before he disappears. He lived out here?
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
I'm sorry, it's not freaking blood? And yellow footprints? Did someone freaking descend down and kill him? Oh, it's paint. It's just paint. He made that? He made a whole new house they could live in. This man lived in a whole greenhouse. A magic
Milton
paint.
Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Yo, and then he disappeared!
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Wow, that's far too early to remember. You'd remember bits of him, but far too early that it's like he never existed. Yo, so even he has a weird disappearance from the story. I don't want to go back down. Can I go higher?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
That's why you were looking... Wait, what the frick? Were you looking for your son or not? Whatever Milton...
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Mom blamed Edie? Go.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Let me see Lewis's room.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Wait, what did you say? Everyone was hoping to stay out of Lewis's room except Lewis? Oh, I got in. So it's weird, right? Every person could escape their room.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
What does it smell like? Got a hookah. Oh, it's a hookah. You freaking sleep by a microwave. Look what you did, freaking Kumar Go. What's his name? Look at this music.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery.
That's great. That's great.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
What is that? Put the fish away, Lewis!
wander.
Oh my goodness. So I'm playing as his wandering mind on the left and I have to continue doing my job on the right. This man's gonna cut his hand.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small. Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Can you get the fish done when it's covering this?
Something moved. Bats. And toads.
Okay, I need to get these fish, Lewis. You can wander in a sec. They're doing it on purpose.
And things that have not names.
Those are
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
Now you got a cape and a staff.
I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss, but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
A model employee? That's a repetitive task.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
So his imagination's getting better and better.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
What do you name him?
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
But look how the cutting fish intertwines in.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
These are hooligans, bro.
And songs for them to play.
Look at these ones in the window and crap.
He talked about starting a band.
Have you ever seen that?
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery, but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him.
He just lives in this world.
That all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
So let's conquer this one. This one look good.
New Louisville.
New Brunswick? That one's gonna be called New Milton.
St. Louis.
I can't
He
think of...
started drifting away from our reality.
This is what he wanted to do.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
She came. And this is all she sees. She's still back there. I think he got some of his visual from like the books he read. There's like Hindi written in these books.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
handsome queen.
Handsome queen.
Pasta fish!
The queen was on her own quest for
2 new Pokemon games, Sinister Serpent, Radiant.
sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her silver harp.
This man has a wild imagination.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh my god, he has no... Everything's in the world now.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Queen, come back! Handsome queen! No! Let me in!
But he was so proud of having created it.
That what?
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Don't say it. What did I become?
Someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
I'm not cutting fish anymore. Oh shoot. He's assimilated into this crap. That's wild.
Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
No, Lewis, you don't have to do that. Don't do it. Don't do it, L-Dog.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oh, because you're a king, huh? Wear your pants. Let me see how much you look like this Kumar guy. I thought you were a model employee.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Handsome queen?
His queen waited, holding his crown.
The freaking crown about to chop my head off.
There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. Rest, I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
He just escaped into his imagination. I've met everyone now. Except Gus and my mom. And I guess Odin, Edie. I have to pee so bad. Oh, he got that Wash keyboard. He's pretty cool. You got Wash. Even with the Kumar jeans. got a high school diploma? This man's on fire. This man blows my mind.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Piece of crap.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Probably both.
I wish we'd stayed.
So that's when I'm 11. That was 6 years ago. Sounds like it was like 50 years ago.
But I understand why we left.
Inform me. Tell me.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
So you packed and then left? I probably helped you pack. She wrote a book to teach and to learn 7 ways to create a fulfilling household. Get this man's.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Alright, this is the end of the game. Can I pee, please? Let me pee. We're about to learn about Edie here. My senior. Alright, I'm back, y'all. Make sure you shank that like button. Let's see how this game ends. Alright, let's do this. You got some nice butterflies in your room. You got that. You love me. You love me. Say it. You hate your son-in-law. Say it. Freaking Ezio's theme.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The grandma or me? It was me. Is she listening? Why are you actually excusing yourself? Listen.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Are we in that freaky library from the start of the game?
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
You better call an ambulance. How could stories do this? History of the Finches. It looks like she made this when she was a kid.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
What is aground?
but it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
That's kind of weird.
But I never thought I'd go back to it.
What are we playing, guys?
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
I'm playing as the grandma.
I got turned around.
Are you mad? I'm breaking the game. I'm freaking breaking the game. Go.
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
Okay, so she's at the house now.
That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Right. That happened that day we were eavesdropping.
I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
But it's really for me.
But now I hope you'll never see it.
Oh, shoot.
I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself.
Are we playing as the baby?
I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
I'm playing as... She died?!
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Mom.
No freaking way. You know, I think there's a chance like the characters, short lifespan and all, are based off real characters, probably. Real stories. They showed the staff at younger ages. There's something between the lines here about what's really going on. What keeps killing everyone in the family? The end. The end, Titan. Maybe Edith's son can be looked at as the bird over there, the birds that fly off. So they're no longer really tied to the family tree, whatever the curse is.